Tonight, something is going to happen, and I'm going to give you a heads up about it, because there may be people here that feel resistance to it. I want to also acknowledge that I've spent the week with Ivan and Juan Núñez del Prado, or two Pacos, which is the Peruvian, or I should say the Quechuan term for shaman, as they know them down in Peru. The word shaman actually comes from the area of Siberia, and so there are different traditions, so I want to recognize that they're Pacos. And so they were teaching this week, and there was something that we did that I felt was powerful. And when I was asking for what we should work on this month here, I got the message that we should do this particular type of ritual, or I don't know if I would call it a ritual. I guess you could call it a ritual. I might call it an exercise or a practice as well, because it's something that you can actually take with you and repeat, because we'll only scratch the surface of how deep it can go here tonight. But the thing I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to die today. And I want to preface that by saying that if you visualized what your death might be like today, there is absolutely no reason why, if you imagined this, that you would actually leave this building and this would actually happen. If we could do that, we would all be millionaires, because we would have won the lottery many times over. We would probably all be kings and queens, and who knows, be traveling through the universe in a rocket ship or something. We really have a hard time shifting matter with our intention, making physical life actually change as a result of our intentions or our imagination. And this is simply just an exercise to understand that your death is imminent, and if it were to occur today, what might you be afraid of? It might be the process of death itself. It might be something else. And what I want to get you to is to recognize that if you did die today and you had to face any of your fears that may have stopped you from being the person that you felt you have the potential to be, what might be standing in the way? What would you actually need to die to so that you could live as someone else? So when we get to the place in the journey, I wanted to just give you a warning so that you didn't freeze up and felt like you couldn't go on. Because having done this process myself a lot of times, because in one of the traditions that I've studied with it, you would call this dismemberment. You would actually let yourself be devoured by something. You could be consumed by fire, by flood, by animal, by insect. When you're willing to die to these types of things in these types of ways, the body and everything that you store in it has to go away too. Now, what they know from this has actually been proven in science, that we do hold emotions in the fascia or the connective tissue that holds all of our organs in place. We store emotions, we store memories in places. And sometimes those memories, those belief systems, those emotions have been hindering our progress along the spiritual path. And so the process of dismembering is to let that be devoured, to let that be eaten, so you don't have to be restricted, you don't have to be held back, you don't have to be isolated from your greatest potential. So the idea of coming to your physical death today means that immediately you have to face the things that you have left undone, the things that are not finished, the things that may have been holding you back from achieving, from reaching your goals, from attaining the quality of enlightenment or healing that you need for yourself. So when we get to that place, know that there's no risk of you actually manifesting your death today. This is That's beyond our capacity. Like I said, if we could do that, we would have already had $100,000 in our bank account and be driving the car of our dreams and have the relationship of our dreams. Like, that would already happen. So you don't have to worry that being devoured in this way or dying today is going to impact your life in any way other than to help you get rid of what you don't need, what has been holding back your well-being. Okay? Does anybody feel uncomfortable about that?
No.
All right.
I'm having a little anxiety.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and that's great to have a little bit of anxiety, and you can address that when you meet your death and see, well, what is that about? Right? You know, the Buddhists believe that you should contemplate your death every day. Because if you know that you're going to die and you're willing and ready to surrender to it, that means that you have no attachments. And if you have no attachments, that means that you are like the bird that's set free from the cage. Right? So that's a practice, to be connected to your death, that any moment could end your life and you would be liberated. You'd be liberated from all the things that you worry about, all the things that... I always say to people, actually, if it's not going to kill anybody, it's probably okay to maybe not do that thing. It's okay to not make that phone call right now. It's okay to maybe change your plans today, because nobody's going to die. It's all right, right? So, does everybody feel pretty settled, though? We can move forward? Okay, great. So I invite you all to bring your awareness and consciousness fully and completely into your body right now. Really feel into your breath, and as it moves through the body, feel the chest rise and fall. Feel the belly rise and fall. Notice how you experience your breath. And as you breathe, imagine that you're breathing right down into the earth. Each exhale sends your belly further and further down to meet the belly of Mother Earth. As you continue to exhale, just keep letting go, letting that belly drop down through the earth. Allow yourself to feel the love and appreciation you have for the mother that she is. She provides all the materials that gave you the clothing that you're wearing, the car that you rode in to get here, the building that we're in right now, the food and the water that you will eat and drink when you leave here. She provides all of that. So just send your appreciation directly from your heart all the way down through each exhale of your breath. And I also invite you to let go of anything that doesn't serve you right now as well. With each exhale, just let it go. Mother Earth uses that as fertilizer. She is more than happy to receive what energy has been brewing up inside of you that you would rather not be holding. So just let go again. Let the exhale be the movement of that energy to descend down through the belly of Mother Earth. Let her chew on that. Let her digest that for you. Send your love down to her. Experience all that you have to be grateful for. And send that gratitude to her. Then when you're ready, I invite you to draw up into you through your inhale the love that Mother Earth has for you. You are her child. She is the greatest mother. Provides everything that you need. She will always be there for you in this lifetime and every lifetime that you'll ever live. Because every being that your spirit has ever inhabited. She loves all of us unequivocally. Draw her love up into your heart center with each inhale. Pull it into the heart. When you're ready, I invite you to bring your awareness into the center of your head. Start to breathe in through the center of the head, the space behind the eyes, between the ears. Some traditions, they call that the cave. Start to fill that cave with your awareness, your presence. And just like a tree, I invite you to start to grow branches out of the top of your head, reaching higher, further into the cosmos, outward into space. And imagine that those branches are growing further and further, and they're also separating and multiplying. And as they do, they also grow leaves, and those leaves are like the many stars in the heavens, reaching higher and higher, connecting to the consciousness, the intelligence that runs through all of creation, reaching out and drawing in that creation into yourself. And simultaneously sending out your appreciation to be a part of creation itself. Imagine that each exhale is sending out your appreciation, letting go through the branches, through the leaves, and out into the fabric of creation itself. And each inhale is drawing that consciousness back into yourself, all the way down into the heart center. Knowing that this consciousness has a plan. That plan is to love. And you are drawing that love into yourself. And you may see that love as a color or a light. You may hear it as a sound. You may smell it as a fragrance, or simply feel it as an illumination or a lightness. And as you draw that consciousness and that love down into you, simultaneously draw up that love from Mother Earth into you. So you're pulling from two directions simultaneously. Drawing down love and consciousness through the top of the head into the heart center. Drawing up love and appreciation from below into the heart center. When you're ready, I'm going to invite you that today is the day that your soul will leave this physical form that you've been inhabiting. Today's the day. It'll happen sometime between now and later. Today is the day. How would it be that you would decide that today is the day that it's time to leave the body behind? How will it happen? I invite you to imagine something occurs today. It may be traumatic, it may be peaceful, but you are stepping into the afterlife. You can watch the experience take place from the other side so that you don't have to feel any physical, emotional, or mental challenges. You can simply watch it from an objective point of view from the other side and know that that's how you left your body today. And I want you to see what consciousness change takes place, what fear arises. What is left undone? What wasn't accomplished? Where did you hold yourself back? Where did you not have enough courage? I even invite you to experience what emotion comes up around this and see where in your body you've been holding that emotion. And remember, it is like a pond. You can dip your toe in if you don't feel like you want to go any further, or I invite you to completely submerge yourself in the water of fear. What fears arise? How far can you go to experience your death? And what have you been waiting to die to? Discover these little bits of information, these little bits of knowledge. I invite you to call upon your spirit guides, or helpers, or God, or Allah, Tunkashala, Wakantanka, whatever it is that you pray to. Ask that force to heal, to take from you, to relieve you, to liberate you through the power of light, through the power of fire. These things, limitations, these barriers, these fears, because these always seek to fill it. I don't want to leave a void within you that isn't filled with what you wanted filled with. So I invite you to call in from the creative force of the universe itself the qualities that you feel you most need for yourself. Into those places in your body, in your heart, in your mind that want to be filled. Draw that in. They come as a light, sound, fragrance, feeling of pressure, of lightness. The vehicle. Breathe it in.